I'm now removing a part that repeatedly causes malfunctions in the AdBlue system. This here is the part, it's the so-called spray head, which injects the urea into the exhaust stream. And what you're seeing now is not normal. This is a dirty nozzle head. This is what it should look like, and I'll now tell you how to get it that way. Okay, I'll just place it on here, this spray head. Then I'll zoom in a little closer. Ah, that's pretty good. And then you can see these 3 dots here in the middle. These are the nozzles, the individual nozzles. All 3 of them together create the spray mist and blow the urea into the exhaust stream. So now it can happen, of course, that the urea clumps, crystallizes, and clogs the nozzle like this. This means that the urea no longer comes out with the proper pressure, the way it's supposed to. And then it slowly starts to drip or foam up like that. And then a film slowly builds up over these small nozzles. And all in all, this leads to the, this nozzle head becoming completely clogged. Okay, now there's a solution that I've tested for a year, and it worked really well. And I'd like to show it to you. So how do I prevent this? It's very simple, by adding an additive. In this case, the Matti system cleaner, made in Germany. And yes, I bought it and have now been testing it for over a year. I then disassembled the components like the nozzle with a very good result. So only very light contamination, no longer comparable to what was there before. So it all looks very good. So how does it all work? So the AdBlue system cleaner primarily prevents this crystal formation. Yes, that's basically the death knell. For any system, when something crystallizes and causes blockages somewhere in the nozzle, in the hose, in the tank, no matter where, everywhere that needs to be ventilated and so on, it's advisable not to have any crystal formation. So basically, this additive also dissolves already clogged or currently heavily soiled systems. That means this crystal formation is reversed and in the ideal case will have completely disappeared afterwards. It improves the spray pattern, which is what I just said. So that means if a good amount of fluid gets through the nozzle, I'll naturally have a very nice spray pattern, and then I'll also have very good exhaust, emission values. And then in principle, I'll also need a little less of this stuff because my system reports to me, or my NOx sensors say, hey, the emissions are very good, and accordingly, yes, the system stabilizes or calibrates itself accordingly. Yes, it reduces this foam formation. That means whenever it's not spraying, when the car is turned off or something, when this foam then forms on the nozzle, and then, yes, it dries because only the exhaust is warm, then it can also happen that crystals form on this nozzle, which would also be bad. So the AdBlue system cleaner does all of this. And for those who are interested, I have linked it in my video description. You can check it out there. Yes, now let's get to how it is dosed. So it says right here, application and dosage. So this stuff is really economical for the price. So you can treat 100 liters of this AdBlue urea with it, that is mix it. And yes, that's 10 canisters. So you can get quite far with that. So now there is, as I said, the option, which is of course ideal for me to prepare the additive for 10 liters up to the line here and just pour it into the tank. That's how I do it. And then I write on it. When I've done it, I just write Matti on it, and then I know it's already in there. Then I don't have to worry anymore if there's another canister somewhere, whether something was already in it or not. Then I know for sure that I've put it in there, and then it's ready for the next refueling. That's how I would do it if I were you, because the manufacturer states that overdosing would not be good. So that means it has to be used exactly as the manufacturer specifies here. Filling it is also very simple. Just unscrew the cap of the canister, and then I just press on the bottom here. Loosen the top a little so the air can escape, and then I just gently and slowly press on it until I've reached the 10-liter mark. There, like in this case. And then carefully unscrew it, slowly pour in the additive, and you're done. That's it. shake the whole thing a bit. At least that's what I do. And yes, after that, it can simply be put away and stored safely until it is actually needed again at some later point in time, whenever that may be. Yes, the next option is, of course, that it also has 2.5 liters or 5 liters on here. That means if I now know that there are only 5 liters left in my tank, then yeah, I can just pour 5 liters into the filler neck. So for 5 liters, and that works too. The only difficulty is always usually, at least it's like that with my car, only the number of kilometers is indicated. Yeah. The number of kilometers, yeah, I don't know now. How much is that now? Now we have 9,000 kilometers. How many liters is that? No idea. I don't know. Yeah, and then I would definitely play it safe. Always prepare the new refill that you're doing with the additive beforehand. That's what I would definitely recommend to you. Good. So, and this whole thing here, as I said, I've tested it. It works great. And yeah, I haven't had any problems since, and neither have my colleagues who I recommended it to back then. And yeah, that's what I wanted to share with you here today. And I hope that your diesel will run for a long time without any problems, because that's always the relatively annoying and expensive thing, because the car then usually only has a range of 1,000 kilometers left as soon as a malfunction occurs. Then you have to look for a workshop, and it's always associated with money, time, and trouble. And in that sense, good luck with your diesel. And I wish you a nice day and take care. See you then. Bye.